funny. Okay, let me see what I can do about getting the audio to work. Hang on just a minute. Alright, I'm just going to keep talking until I can figure out what's going on with my sound. I thought I had that all worked out, but evidently not. Let me check my battery. Maybe my battery's dead in my microphone. Try this. I'm going to unplug that mic. Can you hear me now? Is that better? Still no sound? Okay. I'm going to type. Alright, are y'all hearing me yet? Yes, we got volume. Yay! I am glad to know that y'all can hear me. So let me get back to this part of my screen. I think my battery had gone dead in my microphone. So I just turned on my mic on my camera and we're going to use that one. Oh, everybody can see me and everybody can hear me? Great. I am so glad. All right, the first thing I want to do is I just want to thank everybody for sticking with me while I've worked out my little technical difficulty. Evidently, I left my mic on and it takes a battery, and I have rechargeable batteries for it. And I did not check that before I came live, so I do apologize. I want to thank you all for coming and bearing with me. Hey Jennifer, hey Donna, Margie, Marlene, Carmina. I think I covered everybody. Brian, thank y'all all so much for showing up today. I do appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We're going to do a fun project, but before we do the project, I got a couple of things that I need to kind of go over with y'all. My drawing, my time got away from me a little bit for my drawing. And let me explain, this is the drawing for people that spent $50 or more in my online store and used my host code. This was my giveaway for the month of May, and I told y'all I would draw this the 1st of June. Well, the 1st of June kind of got away from me because I had just some different things going on in my life, but I did put in my people here that we're going to draw from, and these are my names of people that purchased from me, and I am going to choose a winner, and I put everybody's name in, and I am going to allow my little random picker to pick a name. So here we go, drum roll, and here we go. Hey Marcia, I'm getting ready to draw for this Berry Blessing stamp set and the Berry Blessing paper. So good luck everyone. Here we go. And the winner is Marlene Watts. Yay! Go Marlene. All right, Marlene, you will get this paper and the stamp set mailed out to you. This is a little thank you gift that I do every month. I do a drawing. It is to entice people to use the host code when they shop with me, and that helps me bring y'all bigger and better prizes throughout my throughout the month. So as we grow and more people use that host code, the better gifts that I can give to y'all. So Marlene, I'll make sure that I get this out to you. I'll get it in the mail tomorrow. So I am going to put Marlene's name on here so I won't forget. You know, when y'all get my age, you got to make notes for everything. So I'm going to lay this over here, and that will go out for Marlene. The next thing that I want to do is I want to show y'all the stamp set for next month. I'm going to give away this corner bouquet. This is going to be the giveaway for our June. So if you spend $50 or more in my store before shipping and tax, that will put you in a drawing for the stamp set at the end of the month. So at the end of June, the 1st of July, I can't believe that we're talking about going into July. This year is going by way too fast. But anyway, we will have a drawing for this stamp set, and that will be all of the people that use my host code and spend at least $50 in my store. All right, that's going to be for for June. The other thing, I'm going to start doing a giveaway on my lives, and I'm going to let this run a week, and it's going to be people that comment on this video. Now, you can't comment on it until after the live is over, because the comments that you're doing in the chat window does not apply to this. I hope y'all understand that. So you'll have to come back in after the video and give me about 20 minutes after the video's over. That's how long it takes me to go in and set up the description and put in the dimensions for the project that we're doing today. But then what we're going to do, I'm going to give away the Stampin' Pierce mat. And many of you have seen me use this, and it is a great tool to have in your craft room. If you ever have trouble with any of your photopolymer stamp sets, this right here will end that problem. Y'all see, I use one, and I'll be using this one today. I use mine all the time. This one is mine. And it is so, I don't pierce with this one, but it's also great if you need to make piercing holes, you can use it. But if you're going to use it for stamping, I wouldn't use it for piercing. And I'm going to actually buy another one to use for piercing. But for right now, this is going to be our gift, and I will draw a winner next Wednesday for this. So all you have to do to be in that drawing is just leave a comment under this video, but like I said, allow me about 15 or 20 minutes to get this video posted after the live, and then go in and make a comment, tell me what you liked about our project or what have you, and then next week I'll announce that winner. Hello there, M.A., it's Terry. Hey, Terry from Kansas. So glad to see y'all come in. Hey, Asia. So happy. I'm going to look away from the screen, so because y'all know I love to talk. Anybody that knows me knows I love to talk. Ask Donna, she can tell you. Ask my daughter, Jennifer, she can tell you. But anyway, what I'm going to do today is I'm going to show you this cute little card. This is one that I played with, and this is called a Gatefold Z card. I think that's what it's called. That's what I'm calling it, because it does open like a Z fold. It will sit up like this on a person's desk. It makes a great little display, and it's got the gate on it, and you could actually use this and put flowers or make a little fence or whatever here. I did not do that in the one that I'm doing today, but I did think about that, and I'll probably come back and revisit. This is one I did with the hand pen blooms, and I'm going to use that same stamp set and die set today. But I did one with a new stamp set called In Symmetry, and this one I thought turned out so cute. I love that paper, and I love these little flowers that it does. And this one is called In Symmetry, and I didn't pull the stamp set one, but I will have it linked. This also comes with a punch, and the punch does a border punch that has these cute little flowers on it. I wish I'd pulled the stamp set, but I didn't. But anyway, like I said, I'll have that in the description. And I didn't put those in the links for Donna. And Donna, you don't have to worry about putting those in for me. What we're going to do, I'm going to show you how to cut this card. You're going to need a 4 1/4 by 11-inch piece of cardstock. So I brought this over here so that we can go ahead and cut. Let me switch y'all down to my... You know, I didn't even realize that y'all were not seeing the craft table. Let's transition over to the craft table. That would be a lot easier for you to see what I'm doing. And again, you probably didn't see the winner, but there's my winner, Marlene Watts. Sorry that y'all were not seeing that. I didn't realize that it wasn't on. Yeah, I see that, Brian. I got it switched over now, so hopefully you are seeing my craft table now. Let me know if y'all are seeing the craft table. I'm going to give you a minute to reply. Yeah, I'm surprised Donna wasn't calling me. Oh. right, is everybody seeing this now? Okay, great. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this 8.5 by 11 inch piece of paper down to 4 1/4. So basically we're cutting this in half the long way. So that's going to give us our card base, which is going to be like this. And you know, if you score this at 5 1/2, which that's what we're going to do, we're going to score it at 5 1/2. That gives you your typical A2 size card. But we're going to do something a little different. We're going to put it back in, and to our left-hand side, we're going to score it at 2 3/4. So just 1/4 before you get to the 3, and we're going to score it right there. Now this is what's going to make us this fold, and we're not going to use this white piece. We're going to use this Blushing Bride. Isn't that a pretty pink? I think that's such a pretty pink. We're going to use that one, but I wanted to show y'all how to fold this card, how to cut it and how to fold it. So, and I had already pre-done my pieces. So what you're going to do is you're going to fold this flap back toward the center of your fold, just like that. And then you're going to take that same piece and you're going to cut another strip off of this at 1 1/4. 11, it's going to be 11 inches by 1 1/4. Or 1/4. For those that have difficulty with their measurements, it's going to be 1 1/4 by 11. And you're going to score this the same way you did that first piece. You're going to score it at 2 3/4. Oops, and I cut it. Okay, that's the danger of having your blades up there. Let's try that again, y'all. Oh, goodness gracious. 1 1/4. This we're going to cut, and I'm going to move that cut blade out of my way. And now we're going to score this at 2 3/4. And then we're going to move it down to 5 1/2. And we're going to score it at 5 1/2. Now this is going to give you your piece that's going to go in the front. Now where your card is folded like this, you're going to turn this piece, around like this. And then what you're going to do is you're going to fold this piece over, the long piece over, and then that back piece under. So when you get ready to put this on your card, it is going to sit like, oops, I don't have it right. Okay, y'all, I am just a little befuddled today, and I do apologize. Let me move this out of my way because we're not going to do any more cutting. I've got all my pieces pre-cut. What you want to do is you want this piece, when you lay it out like this, you want your long piece to come across your card, and then you want this piece to come over to the end of the card, and that piece is going to fold onto itself, just like that. Does that make sense to everybody? You've done that a couple of times, Marlene. I'll tell you what, it's so easy to do. It's so easy to cut your cardstock or whatever. But anyway, that's what we're going to do. But again, I made my piece out of my Blushing Bride. So this is Blushing Bride, but we need to decorate these pieces, don't y'all think? So I'm going to show you what I did. We are going to take a piece of the basic white, and I'm going to grab my stamp set. So let me grab some of my stuff over here. I got bukus of stuff piled up beside my desk, or beside my computer. I am going to move my little silicone craft sheet over there. And I'm going to get my stamp set. This is the hand pen Petals. I love this stamp set. It is so cute and so much fun to play with. And what we're going to do, we are going to take this flower, and that's this one right here. You can see that's the same flower. And you can see how much I've loved this stamp because it is stained up. But you know what they say, a stained stamp is a love stamp. So this one is very loved. And I'm going to grab a stamp block that this will fit on. And this is going to take a little bit larger of a stamp block. And I'm just going to pick that up. And I'm going to ink this up. And I think what I want to do is I'm going to ink it in my Memento Black, because I think I'm gonna show you one that I did that the stamp that I'm giving away for this month, Donna, or next month. Hey, Melanie. Good to see you. The stamp set that I gave away this month, Marlene Watts won this, and it's the Berry Blessings and the paper. And this is the stamp set and the paper. Next month, for a $50 purchase, it's going to be the corner bouquet. This is a beautiful corner stamp that you can use to really make a focal point on your card. So this is a really cute stamp set, and you can do that in so many different colors. So that's for next month. With a $50 purchase, it will put you into the drawing for that next month. Now, if you make a $50 purchase, everyone that does a $50 purchase will get a free gift from me. You'll receive a card as well as a free gift. So that way, everybody gets a chance to win something or to get something. So everybody that does a $50 purchase, their name will go in that drawing for that stamp set, but you will also get a free gift from me along with a card. So that's an incentive and a thank you for shopping with me at Stampin' Up. Okay, so I got this all loaded up, and I went ahead and put my my little Stampin' Pierce mat under, because we get such a better image. And I'm going to put a piece of grid paper over top of that because I am going to be stamping off a little bit. And I'm going to take my Memento black ink, and I'm going to ink this up. And I want to make sure I got it good and inked. And if y'all have used Memento ink, you know sometimes you have to kind of scrub this ink. If you're using the Stampin' Blend ink, the Stampin' Up ink pads, don't scrub your ink like that because it will be too juicy and you will make a mess. Now I'm going to stamp this up to the top, and you're going to see why in just a minute, because we're going to have that piece running across the bottom. Now by using that little Stampin' Pierce mat up underneath there, you're going to get a beautiful image every time because it gives you that extra cushion. If you ever wonder why your cling stamps stamp so well, that is why. Now I'm going to use my Stampin' Chamois, and I'm going to have one of these to give away with a case probably next month. But you just wet these with water, and this is clean. Believe it or not, I took this to my sink and cleaned it just before my live. So it is all nice and clean, but it's stained. But it cleans your stamps so good. Like I said, this stamp is very stained because of the pigment inks that we use, but it cleans off every bit of that ink, and it's just water. And you can spritz these with a spray bottle just to bring them back to life at any point. So I'm going to be giving away one of these stamp cases and a chamois. Maybe if I get my order in, and I ordered one, I think I did, I will have that for our giveaway maybe next week, for the following week. So I know it's kind of strange because everything's kind of a week behind. All right, I am going to color these using my alcohol markers. I did one here where I actually used the stamp set, and I used the Blushing Bride full on. Let me show you. This is called a two-step stamp. So if you don't like to color, this is perfect for you, because all you have to do is ink this stamp up in one of the colors. That's this one right here, and it shows you on here that this is a solid image. So you will stamp that into a solid color ink and then stamp it down, and you can see through these because they're photopolymer, and you can get your placement perfect. Now they make these stamps to give that watercolored look, so you can see it doesn't look like it's on there perfect. I stamped that one in the Blushing Bride. This was also Blushing Bride, but it looks like a totally different color because I stamped off on my grid paper and then stamped. So second generation stamping gives you two different colors of ink, and even third generation stamping. So that's a good way to do that. But I thought, while we're on today, we'll do a little coloring. So I am going to grab, let's see what color pink I've got. This is the Light Flirty Flamingo. I don't think I have I don't have a Blushing Bride in the Stampin' Blends. It didn't come with one. So we're going to do it with the Flirty Flamingo. And we have a dark and a light. And I'm going to go in with my dark first because I like to lay down my shadows first. So I'm just going to go in on the bottom of my petals. And you don't have to be perfect with these markers. That's the good thing about the Stampin' Blends. You can be an artist without being one. So I just went around a little places where I want the ink to show a little bit more, like that. And I'm going to go back with my light, but I'm going to fan this just a little bit and just let that alcohol kind of evaporate, because you don't want to go back in with this being wet. And you can see already how it's kind of dissipated, and it's a lot paler than it was when I first put it down, and that's what you're looking for. Then you're going to come in with your light, and all you want to do with your light is drag it and drag that darker ink up with the lighter, and that will give you a beautiful shading. And I love me some pink flowers. Now, I know everybody's not a pink kind of girl, but I enjoy girly colors, and I love flowers. I used to have a green thumb, not quite so much. Jennifer, you ought to see the flower that you bought me. It's dead. I used to have a green thumb, but I think I've lost my green thumb. But if you look at this now, you're going to see the beautiful shading that left by blending those colors. And it was so easy. I mean, anybody can look like a colorist using these markers. Now I'm going to go in with a Granny Apple Green because I want a bright, pretty floral green. And this Granny Apple Green is one of my favorites. So again, this one is hard to tell. I can almost tell by looking at them that this one's darker than this one. So I'm going to go in with the darker one first. And this time I'm going to use the bullet tip. You have two tips on here. You have a brush tip like this, and you have a bullet tip. So if you're working in fine-lined areas, you definitely want the bullet tip. So I'm going to go in, and just where those lines are at that the artist put in there, I'm going to put some lines in like that on these leaves, just like that. Nothing spectacular, nothing hard, and then I'm going to use this and I'm going to draw the stems just very simply like that. And then I'm going to come up on this little piece that's growing up underneath the flower, and I'm just going to put a little bit of green around the edges of that, the darker one. Because again, I want that shadowed look around the bottom of the stem. Now I'm going to come back with my brush tip on this. Again, I'm going to let that ink dry up a little bit. Hey Jennifer Reel, so good to see you. I said I wasn't going to look at the comments, but do y'all know how hard it is for me not to? Oh no, Melanie, don't have me on the big TV. Oh heavens to Betsy, don't do that. Nobody wants to see me on the big screen. Anyway, I'm just gonna, I need to keep my eyes off of the screen and concentrate on my card. All right, I try my best to limit my videos with y'all and try to keep it under an hour, but you know, sometimes when I'm doing something a little bit more in depth like this, it might run over a little bit. But if we do, I'll beg for your forgiveness now and hope that everything's good. All right, I'm just doing the same thing. I'm pulling that darker ink up into the lighter, just like that. I love to sit in color with these alcohol markers. They are everything that you would want in an alcohol marker and then some. So what I'm going to do now, I want to grab a Daffodil Delight, and I'm using the light one because I want the middle of this little flower to have a little bit of yellow in it. Just a little bit, like that. And then I'm going to use my light Flirty Flamingo, and I'm going to come in, because I want this one to be just a tiny bit lighter than the other one. And I'm just scribbling ink in. I'm not really trying to make it look perfect. I'm just scribbling some ink down. And I want to thank everybody that has helped me grow my channel. My goal was to get another 100 people before June the 13th, because April the 13th was the day that I hit my 1,000. And I think I checked a while ago, and I'm like 6 people from it. At this point, I need 6 people between now and the 13th, and I am positive that I will get them. So what do y'all think of that flower? Isn't that pretty? Do you like that one or do you like this one? You can see they're both the same flower, but look how different they look. One was done with the two-step stamping. Now, I did color the leaves on here, and I think I used mint macaron. I used mint macaron on that. This one I used the granny apple green, and I used the, oh, I'm looking again. You need me to bring my camera down so you can see me a little bit better? I'm sorry. Okay, but I'm done coloring now, so I don't think it's going to help. But there's the two colors, and this was done in Blushing Bride ink where I just stamped it, and this one I done in Flirty Flamingo, and I think they're both beautiful. But I think I like this one because it's more subtle, and with the paper that I'm using today. But I did want y'all to see how well these Stampin' Blends color, because they are, without a doubt, the bomb diggity. I love them, I love them, I love them. All right, let me move this out of my way because I want to get the pieces of my card over here and see if we can get this put together. So I cut quite a few pieces. And Donna, if you can't keep up, it's okay. When I put this card together, I will let everybody see exactly what I'm doing at that point. So for this front panel that's going to be the actual front of our card, I'm going to bring over one of those other cards so you can see. If you notice, this is going to be the piece that's going to show right here. Now, I made this band, y'all aren't seeing it because let me zoom y'all back out a minute. Let's see if I can get everything in camera. You can see there that my band is a little bit wider. So when you make these cards, you can make this piece as narrow or as wide as you like it. So, you can, it's totally up to you how you want to do this. Now this one right here was totally stamped with stamps and cut out with, I think I fussy cut this one, and these were just stamped images. So not hard to do it all. Yeah, I know I did fussy cut this because I can see it's not perfect. So, you know, we are our own worst critics. I'm going to just use some liquid glue for today because I just want to make it, you know, to be as fast as I can, and I'm usually pretty good with my liquid glue. So I'm going to put some glue down on here, and I am going to center this piece just like that and press it. And you want to get all of your borders down, or all your mats down, before you do anything else. I have a larger mat here in white that is a... Donna, do you have those mat sizes for me? I do have it here. This mat is basic white, and it's 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to go ahead and layer this up with this piece. This is a piece of the Hand Pen Designer Series paper, and this piece is cut at 3 3/4 by 5. 3 3/4 this way, 5 inches this way, and it will mat on here beautifully, just like that. So I'm going to run just a tiny bit of glue around my edges. And I'm real careful with this glue so that I don't get glue lines all in the middle of it. You know, that's not attractive when you put your paper down and you can see the glue underneath your paper. And if you're seeing glue under your paper, you're probably using too much glue. So press it. And a good thing that you can always do is take your bone folder. Let me grab mine. And I always say that I'm ironing out my glue when I do this, but it does work. It does help move that glue around so you don't see it quite as much. So now I'm going to put this one down on the card base. Just like this. And get that nice and centered and press. Isn't this pretty? I love that paper. I think it's so soft and so pretty. So we're starting to come together, but I do want to do something in here. And I have another piece of white, and these white pieces are cut at 2.5 by 4. And I did cut 2 of these. I actually cut 3 of them because I wasn't sure exactly where I wanted to put what just yet. And I also used my Stitch So Sweetly dies, and I cut a little framelit out of those. And this is this set of dies. This set of dies are so versatile. If you do not have this set, you really want to get those. They are so versatile to use because you've got all these different sizes. They layer up really well. They cut beautiful frames too that has a scalloped edge around them. So I'm trying to decide if I want to use one of these little flowers. I cut out quite a few of these little flowers with my dies. There's one in the pattern paper. I cut several in the white. And I also have some of these little pieces that I thought were so stinking cute. And those were done by stamping this little piece right here. Bring that up so you can see it. That little piece right there. And then using this die to cut it out. And it actually cuts out all of those little pieces. Let's see if I can get that to focus. It cuts out the little scallops on it, so you can actually take your pick tool and pull those down, and it gives it like a little ruffled edge to it. Isn't that cute? Not a good showing against my hand. It looks like my hand's blushing bride. I haven't been a blushing bride in many a year, but that's okay. All right. So let's get back to this and decide what we're going to do with this. I think what I want to do is, I like this piece right here. Remember, this piece is going to come over top of this, like so. And we're going to have some decorative paper on it as well. So that's going to come across there like that. So we're going to have a focal point here as well, and that's why I think I'm going to use this little scallop circle that I cut. That's going to give you the appearance quite a bit of that first card that I showed you for the, let's go and pull it out. See, I used the little Misty Moonlight right there. And when I showed this one to Jennifer, she told me I needed to make it in a prettier color. She didn't like that color combination, so... So anyway, so I decided, well, let's change it up and do something pretty in pink. So I'm going to go ahead and commit this piece down to here. So I'm going to use my glue again, and I'm going to go ahead and put this one right here. And when you're putting white pieces side by side, you want to try to match up as close to your borders and the same as you possibly can, because that's when you can really tell it when they're, you know, mirrored images side by side. So let me see, I think I moved something and I lost my screen. Okay, y'all still seeing me? I think you're still with me. All right, let's put this right here. I'm going to use my bone folder and press that down just a little bit because it looks like it wants to lift on the edge as well as this one. You know, this happens sometime, and if it does, you know, hey, you know what we do? We stick a little glue under the edge and mash it back down. Isn't that way y'all do it? Okay, so let's go ahead and put this one here. And then I think I might put this little floral like this. I love that one. I just think it's so cute. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one right here. And one thing I did learn with this card, this one right here, you don't want to stamp too far down into here because nobody will see it. See what I did on that one? You have to look down into it to see the whole message. So I'm trying to avoid doing that with this one, and I'm trying to keep my pieces up higher. So I'm going to be real brave, y'all. No, I'm not. Let me grab my little silicone craft mat. And I'm going to bring this over, and I'm going to lay that down on there. What I like about this silicone craft sheet, not only can you do mirror imaging on it, you can use it for your glue, and if you get glue on it, you don't have to worry about it, because you can just take this to your sink and wash it with some dish soap, and all of that glue comes off, and it looks like new again. See all that glue that would have been on my craft table? I don't have to worry about it when it's on there. And I love that. So I'm going to put that across like this. And I'm going to put that down, press it, I love that. I think it's so pretty. All right, so now let's decide what we're going to put on this side. Do we want to put anything here? I think we need to stamp a message about here. So we might want to cut this piece. Why don't we cut another one of these? And I didn't cut quite enough of those, but this is the one I think I used. Yep, it was that one. So I'm just going to come over here to my Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, and I'm going to cut this out. And I'll tell you what I might do. I might even bring this up here on the desk and let y'all see. This is an awesome machine. If you're in the market for a Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine, I highly recommend this one. It is the bomb. And anytime that you're cutting a square piece that has a straight edge on it, turn it to the edge like that. Do a little corner turn on it so it's not going in directly straight, and you will not have that hard pop in your die cut machine that you would if you were cutting it flat on. So you see how easy that went through? It cuts like butter. And there's my little piece. So I am going to move that back over here. I love that. Now it comes in a mini and it comes in a large. And of course the mini's half the price of the big one. But I will tell you, if you get the mini, you're going to be limited to what you can do. It's good to have the mini maybe for a secondary machine, just to have on your desk for little small projects. But I turn to my big one every time, all the time. So I'm going to turn this over and put glue on it. Again, like I said, I'm kind of leaning toward my glue today instead of my Stamp and Seal. And I'm going to put that down right about there. And, you know, the stamp set that I wanted to use, I pulled it because I thought it was current. And then I realized it was a retired stamp. And it was the one that I used on here, I Love Our Beautiful Friendship. And I could have sworn that that stamp had carried over, but it didn't. And it was my mistake, so I'm not using that for that reason. I think before I go any further, I want to, let's see, where's my circle? I think the circle's going to go about there because I think that would make a nice focal point. Maybe move it up a little bit. Because remember, we're going to decorate. Let's go ahead and decorate our strip. All right, I'm going to pull this out so I've got the full length of it. And I am going to take a piece of basic white. And this piece is cut at 1 inch by 5 1/4. And I'm going to put that on right there. Just like this. I love putting together fun fold cards. I just, and this card's been around for a long time. I'm sure that many of you have seen this card done before, but I had not seen it done with the hand-pinned petals, and that was where I was going with this. Now I have a piece of the Designer Series paper, that the same one that I used here, and this one is cut at 3/4 of an inch by 5. So I'm going to put it down on that piece. A lot of layers on this card, but you know, layers to me is what makes our cards look so pretty, or at least I think that they add so much to it when we layer up our cardstock and our Designer Series paper, or DSP. Anytime y'all see DSP, you'll know that I'm talking about Designer Series paper, and I'm sure many of you already know that. And this is another little piece, and this piece is no, this is not right. This one is 3/4 by 3/4 of an inch by 2 1/4, and that's going to go right here. No, that's not right. I'm so sorry. Donna, help me. This one is 1 inch by 2 1/2. I was looking at my Designer Series paper. Oh my goodness. I'm telling y'all what, I'm just a hot mess today. But y'all bear with me. Do y'all ever have those days where it's like you go in your craft room and it's like everything kind of goes upside down, haywire? You know, we all have those days, and this is one of those for me. But hey, I'm going to trudge through this, and I'm going to get through this live. I still got 20 minutes, y'all. before it'll be an hour. So I think we can do it and then still have time. Now this little piece of designer series paper is too big. I just realized that. That one's not. Okay, we'll use this one. We'll put this one on the glue and hope it sticks. This piece is 3/4 by 2 1/4. And that's what that one was supposed to be, but somehow I got it too big. I gotta put some more glue underneath there, y'all. Let's see. Yeah, that's too big too. Evidently I didn't get these cut right. That's okay. I'll lay that right there and I'll get my little Teflon scissors and I'll whack it down that way so I don't get glue on my other my trimmer or my good scissors. I've got some old scissors that are Teflon coated, and I'll use those. And I'll whack it off that way. These are Tim Holtz. Oh, I don't need that big pair. I'll use these smaller ones. These are Tim Holtz scissors, and they've got a Teflon coating on them. So we're gonna whack this down. And where's my ruler? This piece needs to be, all right, 2 1/2. Two and a half. Oh, come on. Well, did I cut straight? I don't think I cut straight, y'all. There we go. Close enough. And this one needs to be 2 1/4. So let's see what we got. 2 1/4. I don't know how I messed up on those measurements, but somehow I did, and that made a mess out of everything. But that's okay. You know what? We're gonna get through it. You know what they say. It's just paper, so we're not gonna cry over a little cut paper. We're just gonna clip it off and keep on going. And that's what you have to do. You know, even if you're making a card and you make blunders on it, don't give up. Hey, Autumn. Oh, Autumn loves pink. Yes, she's my biggest fan. She always wants to see Gimmy's cards, and she is my heartstrings, as many of you know. You would think she's my only grandchild, but she's not. I got 4 others, but Miss Autumn is very special to me. She is my doll baby, and she knows it. She knows she's my doll baby. All right, so now see how pretty that's going to look on there. So we're going to put that on like that, but I need to decide what I want to put on here. So I wanted to do a welcome. I think I'm going to do the welcome on a little strip to go across this front, and inside I'm going to put my sweet friend, and we're going to put a flower underneath it. I think that would be so cute. And I would like to tell all of you that I am so happy to welcome Marsha Freeman to my team. She joined up yesterday, and she tried her best to get in Monday, but to no avail. I think the Stampin' Up website had crashed or something, but nevertheless, she finally got there, and I'm so happy to have her. So thank you, Marsha, for joining my team. I could not be more happy to have you a part of us. So the invitation's always open, and you don't have to do what I do. If you want some free product, you want some free Stampin' Up, and you can invest $99 to get your kit, come on and join up. You will love it. You can get $125 worth of product for just an investment of $99. Free shipping. All you pay is your local state sales tax, whatever that is. You know, 6-7%, whatever your tax might be. And I know some of you are fortunate enough that you don't even have tax. That's not true here in North Carolina. They tax us out the yin-yang and then some. And I know Tennessee is taxed pretty hard because I vacation there, and I know all about the taxing in Tennessee. Alright, my sweet friend, I'm going to put right here. I should have put that mat underneath there, but I think we're okay. You just can't. That's a brand new stamp that I have never stamped with, and I want y'all to look at that. First time, and it's stamped so pretty. You cannot beat the quality of the Stampin' Up! Stamps. I'm going to get this little welcome out of here because I wanted this to be a little welcome card. And I'm trying to think where I want my welcome to go, and I think I might stamp it directly on here. I thought about putting a banner up there, but we've got this right here, so why not use it? I wonder how cute that's going to be on there. Let's see. Y'all know I dropped my Stampin' Chamois. I think I almost hit Toby in the head. He's gotten really good at ducking, though. He knows when I'm crafting and I'm throwing stuff around that he might get something dropped on his head. So if he hears things moving, he moves out really fast. Yeah, thank y'all for welcoming Marsha. I think it was just awesome that she was able to join up, and I'm so happy to have her. And that is, within a 2-month period, I've gotten 3 new recruits, and I am thrilled with my people that have signed up. And it doesn't have to be a commitment. You can be what's called a kit snatcher if you want to. You can just sign up and get your kit and run. I've had people to do that, and that's okay too. You can always come back after about 6 months. You can come back in and snatch it again. But it is a good way to get some products that you really want. Not that I want people to come and go that quickly. I don't. I would love to have some people that stick around for a while, but that's okay. If you want to get some free product, I say come on. We all have to do what we got to do. Now I'm gonna put this on here, and I'm gonna turn this over like this. I will make sure I got this to the edge, and I'm gonna lay that down, and I'm gonna use my pencil just to draw myself a line, and I'm gonna show you why. I only want adhesive on that end. I do not want to get adhesive past that line, so I just made myself that line for reference so that I can get this on here exactly where I want it. So right there, I am going to take my liquid glue, and I am going to put glue right here. Let's see if I get my little clump out of there first. Oh, come on. Don't make me pull out my Stampin' Seal. I think my glue heard me. Alright, we're going to put some there, and then this flap that I've gotten folded back, that's the flap that's going to go over here, so I'm going to go ahead and put glue on it as well. Just like that, and I'm going to turn it around, and I'm going to fold my card down, and I'm going to sit this right on that edge. And see, I'm using glue because I need that wiggle room. And then I'm going to press that down, making sure that everything is nice and lined up. And I'm just going to hold it for a minute. Press it down, make sure it adheres. And there is our card. We're not done. We're still going to put this right here. And some of our little white flowers. I really think I want, I might take these. I think they would be so cute stuck along here. Maybe we'll use some glue dots and put some of those. And no, I'm going to use glue. I'm just going to use my glue. I'm just going to put a little bit on the end of that one and stick it right there and just hold it until it adheres. I don't want it there. I think I want it here. Yeah, I want it here. If I put it there, it's not going to work because when I fold it, it's going to stick up from the back side. This way it's going to stick up right here. So then we can bring that circle up and put a flower there or stamp a sentiment on that, and we're still good to go. So I'm going to do another one right about here. I'm going to put all 3 of those across there. I think they'll be so cute. I kept thinking that I would love to put something on that little bridge because I thought that would be like the perfect place to have a little something popping up. And how cute is that? And it doesn't take a lot of glue, that's for sure. Just a tiny bit will do it. Okay, so now we got pieces rolling, but that's okay. We're going to put this down. I'm looking for my right side. This is my right side. You can tell when you die cut if something is the right side or not, just by the roughness of it. So I think I'm going to put that right there. And what would be another sentiment that we could put on there? Do we need a sentiment, or do we want to just put down some more flowers? I kind of like that one. I think it's pretty and it's kind of lacy. Let's see how that looks. I'll tell you what, let's glue this down and get it so it doesn't move, and then we can better see what we want to do there. And I'm going to keep this piece up high just a little bit, but I want it to be kind of centered. When I close that card, I want that to be like the center. Oh, I love that. I think it's so stinking cute. I like that, but I wish I had cut one more of that. I guess we could do this. What do y'all think? Or maybe, I think it really needs a sentiment there. All right, I'm looking for more sentiments. Let me find something. I gotta find something that's gonna say something that I want it to say. This is one called Best Year. It's got a Christmas one. Wishing you the best year yet. You did it. Hello. Happy birthday to you. How about a hip hip hooray? I don't know. Welcome, my sweet friend. And hip hip hooray. That doesn't speak to me. Do y'all search for sentiments like this? Alright, we're going to do Your Sweet Friendship Refreshes the Soul. I think that's going to be very apropos. And I love to send cards to my friends and special people. So I think I'm going to put this down, and I'm still going to do one flower above it or below it. I can't really decide which way. You know, I think it's going to show either way, so I'm going to put the sentiment up to the top. Sometimes you just got to make a decision and go with it. And again, I'm going to use that same tuxedo black ink. Let me go ahead and put that top on that glue because you know I'm going to have a mess. So here we go. And let's stamp this kind of up to the top. And I'm just going to hold that for a minute and let that ink transfer. And see what I mean about the cling stamps? This has a cushion already built into it, whereas the photopolymer don't. That's where the Stamp and Pierce mat comes in. Okay, I love that. And then we're going to put this flower right here. And I'm just going to glue that flower straight down. I can't put it on the top, Jen. I've already stamped up there. Hey, Britt, how are you? I just saw Margie say hey to you. And I haven't been able to chat with everybody because I've been busy over here putting this card together. And I don't know. I don't think I've been my best today. I have been definitely floundering around in here today. But lo and behold, we've got it done, y'all. What do you think? Oh, I love it. I think it turned out so cute. I hope everybody else loves it. Hey, Brett. So good to see you. And yes, I remember you are from Sweden, and thank y'all so much. Hey, Taz, how are you? Thank you for the compliment on the card. I really kind of struggled with putting this together for some reason. Even though I knew what I wanted to do, I was still having a little bit of trouble. But I love this, the pinned petals and the pinned flower dies. This is a bundle. And it's available in our new annual catalog, and it makes the prettiest. And it also comes with this paper, the hand pinned petal paper. And this is some, y'all can see I have used, I just ordered another pack of this because I've used so much of it. I didn't have any more of the pink, but this little bit right here. And I love the other side of that too, and I had used it. But I'm going to come back pretty soon. It might be in a recorded tutorial, but I'm going to come back and work with this In Symmetry stamp set because this is so pretty too. Thank y'all so much. I really enjoyed making this, even though I did struggle a little bit. But if anyone is interested, now, Britt, I know you can't order from me. You would need to find someone in your area because they don't allow international orders from my site. But all the rest of you that are here, if you do not have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you're interested in some products, please consider me as your demonstrator. Many of you that are here are my customers, and I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, Melanie. I know, I love the softness of those colors too. Jennifer, you did good by suggesting a light, pretty pink. Yes, it is prettier in pink. Okay, I'm going to lay all of the cards out and let everybody see all three of them. This is the same fold. I just did them different. This I made the gate a little bit wider. This one is thinner, but I used it as a. This right here would be so stinking cute to make a flower garden, and I may come back and revisit this and put some acetate back and forth across here and then put flowers on it, so when you open it up and have like a little white picket fence on right here, that would look like your flowers were fenced in. How stinking cute would that be? I love the fold, and I love the way these turned out. And each one of them are so different, but yet they're the same fold. I'm going to try to open each one of them up, and I know they probably aren't all going to get into the camera. Let's see if I can zoom out just a little bit. There we go. Now y'all are seeing my mess. I try to keep this area clean for y'all so you don't see what a slob I am while I'm crafting. But y'all are seeing the full effect today. So you'll have to leave a comment. Make sure after this video is over that you give me about 10 to 15 minutes to get this video, all the information plugged in. And once it's up, if you will go and leave a comment, it will put you in the drawing for one of the Stampin' Pierce mat. And I won't give you my used one. I have a brand new one here for you. So that will be in the drawing for next week. Next week I will pull all the names. I'll let this video have a week to get as many comments as I can on it. And I will pull each one person each. So it's not like you could comment 10 times and get 10 entries. My program will only let me put your name in once. So thank you, Carmina. I'm glad you liked it. So does everybody agree that the pink one is your favorite, or do y'all like the other one better? It is definitely well loved, Marlene. I love my space in here. I always tell everybody I'm going to my happy place, and my family knows when I tell them I'm going to my happy place, it's in here. This is, I spend a good portion of my day in here because this is where I work, this is where I play, and I have a television right here in front of me, and I even watch TV in here while I'm crafting. It is where I love to be. Of course, I turn the TV off when I'm recording a video or doing a live. But let me flip y'all back over so I can see y'all. Well, I can't see y'all, but y'all can see me for just a few minutes. And let's see if I can transition y'all. There we go. Well, thank y'all so much. I love each and every one of you so very much, and I'm so glad that you took some time out of your day. Donna, am I running over? I promised Donna when she promised that she would moderate for me, that I would do my very best to keep it at an hour, so I wouldn't hold her very long. So, I'm seeing pink, pink, pink. It looks like the pink has won out. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to lay these over to the side. I'm going to hold this pretty pink card up for everybody to see. And thank y'all so much for tuning in. I love you guys so much. And listen, if y'all have anything that you want, I craft to crime shows. Oh my goodness. Oh, Melanie. My husband and I, we're going back and watching CSI, the original one from the beginning on the CBS All Access, which is now Paramount. But we go back and watch all of these old shows and catch up and watch them in order, which you usually can't do on cable. You have to, you know, watch them however they come on. But we've been enjoying that so much. Bye, Britt. You have a great day. Or great evening. It's probably night over there for you. But yeah, we love our crime shows too. I turn the TV off during the day. I'll catch the news in the morning, but then I usually flip it off, and then I just kind of hang out with my TV. But thank y'all so much again. I love you all so very much. And if there's anything that y'all would like to see me cover on my channel, if there's something that you would like to learn how to do, please please let me know. Leave it in the comment. Yes, and Donna just put the link up for my Facebook page. If you're not already a member, please go over there and request to become a member. There is where you will find all of my information. I will always put a reminder up when I'm going live. I will let y'all know when I post the video. I will put it there as well. Any other announcements concerning Stampin' Up! Or any products or specials or what have you, it will be there first before you see it. I also will have my host code posted there. The new host code will always be there if you can't find it. So if you shop with me, please use that host code. Unless you spend over $150, please use the host code. It will help me give y'all bigger and better incentives to shop with me. So again, thank you so much. Donna, you did an amazing job. Thank you so much, Donna, for your hard work in helping me with this. And if you notice the people's names in blue with the little wrench beside it, those are my moderators. Jennifer's at the park with the baby girl, so she wasn't able to pull the links and do the things today. But I did email those to you, Jen. Anyway, thanks again so much. Love you all so much. And until we craft again, God bless and keep you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.